Hi everyone, my name is Ani and this is my first YouTube video and I just wanted to show everyone my camping gear and talk a little bit about what I have and then review a few of my products. So I haven't done a super ton of camping, but my boyfriend and I are taking a trip to Oregon this July, and so we've started acquiring some stuff. So we tried to err on the smaller side, but a lot of our things aren't small enough that you could necessarily go on a huge backpacking trip through the backcountry with them, but we tried to pick things that were kind of in the middle ground of being portable and light but also durable. So the first thing I have is my Therm-A-Rest sleeping pad, so you can see that back here. And it's a Therm-A-Rest TrailLite. And it's the women's edition, so it's just a little smaller than the regular size. And I had tried a few other sleeping pads before this. One of them was more of like an air mattress type thing, and it had some like, I don't know what you call those, like tubes, I guess, going vertically. And I didn't really like that very much because I felt like I kind of fell between the tubes. And I'm a side sleeper, so it just wasn't very comfortable for me. So I thought that maybe getting something that was a little more flat and firm would be a better option. So, and I actually really like this. So it's pretty thin, maybe only like an inch thick or so. And it's self-inflating, so if you just open the little valve here, it lets air in. And you can also blow it up yourself if you want to, but it probably inflates in maybe 5 minutes or so. It packs down pretty small. This is the bag that it came in, so it's about the same size as my fleece sleeping bag liner. So it's not super tiny, but I just like the style enough that I was willing to have the extra size and the weight. It's pretty firm. I don't know if I should lay on it, but...
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so when I'm kneeling on it, I can feel the ground like on certain, if you only give it like a point or two. But as soon as you lay down, even on your side, you can't feel the ground at all. And I'm about 5'3", and it's just about the perfect height for me. But if you're any taller than me, then I would suggest just probably getting the regular size. Yeah, so that's my sleeping pad. And so far I really liked it. I've tried it out maybe 5 times, sleeping in my apartment and also sleeping outside a few times, and I was really comfortable and warm. And I think the heat rating is pretty high, so you can use it in colder weather too. I'll have to check on the R value. Anyway, alright, so the next thing I have is my sleeping bag, which is this. It's called the Snugpak Jungle Bag. And what I really liked about this bag was that it's pretty small and light. It's a summer sleeping bag, so I think the lowest temperature it says for comfortable is about 36 degrees or 45 degrees for women. So we're going in July, so I wanted something that would be kind of like warm enough that if it got cooler at night I'd be warm, but if it was hot out I wouldn't be dying. And I also really like that it's a square shape, so it was really hard for me to find a lightweight small bag that was also square shaped. So I tried like some of the mummy bags, and since I sleep on my side, it was really uncomfortable. So I really wanted something that was small and also square if possible, and this bag kind of has it all. So I have it kind of in its regular pack now, but you can actually compress it pretty small. I'll just pull on it a little bit, but you could probably get it smaller than this. So it's pretty tiny, and the stuff sack feels really durable and strong. It's kind of like a canvas material. So I'll just take it out for you guys to see. So it has kind of a little like holding thing up here. So you just loosen the straps and they kind of slide off. And if you open it up. So we'll put the bag on my sleeping pad so you guys can kind of see the comparison. And it's a little dark, so sorry if it's not easily seen, but this is about how big the bag is. So it's actually a lot bigger than my sleeping pad. So my sleeping pad ends here, and you can see it kind of goes off in both directions. So if you're taller than me, you can still definitely fit in the sleeping bag. It's kind of has a little bit of a hood, so the top, if you got really cold, has a little hood and you can pull the drawstring and kind of make it tighter around yourself. So that kind of mimics the mummy bag style, but it's also flat enough that if you want to just sleep on top of it, it's not going to be bulky under you. It zips on the right hand side, but I think you can get a left-handed side as well. And it actually zips all the way down to the foot box. And then at the bottom so it opens up here, and then at the bottom there's a second zipper that you can actually unzip the sleeping bag all the way. So if you want to use it like a blanket, you could. So that's all the way open. The outside is kind of like a, I don't know, like a silky, swishy material. I don't know what you call that, nylon? Not sure. And the inside is softer, so I was a little worried that it would be kind of like hard to sleep on or really cold, but it's actually a little softer inside, so it keeps your warmth in. And yeah, like I said, I really like the square shape because then I can sleep on my side or kind of like spread out and not feel like I'm really constricted. And it also has a really cool feature. It has a little bug net that's built into it, which I thought was cool. A little mosquito net. So there's this little side pocket here, like right near where the zipper is, and it's a little hole. And so like inside of it is this mosquito net, and you can actually zip it around the face mask area to create like a enclosed sleeping area. So if you wear a hat, it would kind of push it out like this away from your face. But so if you decide to sleep outside of the tent, it's actually a really good option of keeping the bugs out of your face. So I haven't tried that out yet, but I've read good reviews about it online. So maybe I'll just get in the sleeping bag so people can see the size of it. Okay. So it's kind of unzipped right now, but oh, it's definitely roomy. I have a lot of room in here. My feet don't go all the way to the bottom. And like I said, it's kind of wide enough that if you sleep on your side, you don't feel like you're constricted. And the hood is like a nice feature too, so if it gets cold, you can kind of put it around yourself and snuggle up. Yeah, so I tested this outside one night. It was kind of a rainy, damp night, and it probably got down to 40 degrees. And I definitely was a little chilly, but I also wasn't wearing the standard like long underwear, hat, or anything like that. I was probably in a tank top and shorts. So I was a little chilly, but I think if you dress the right way, it wouldn't be as bad. And definitely if you're a guy, you'd probably be a little warmer than me. So then to kind of offset that, I bought a fleece sleeping bag liner because that will stretch the temperature limit of your bag about by 10 degrees or so. So I can show you guys that and how it would fit together. Alright, so this is my fleece sleeping liner. It's a Coleman sleeping liner rated at 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It's called the Stratus. It comes in this little sack, which is pretty durable. And again, it's not super small, but we're mostly going to be camping with a car nearby, so we don't need to have everything be super tiny and light. But I do have a backpack that's about 40 liters or 48 liters, and all of this stuff would fit inside with a little bit of room for clothes and food. So it would be fine for like a weekend trip probably, or if you're doing car camping. So this is my fleece sleeping liner. It's about this big. So roughly the same size as the sleeping pad. And I think they send you random colors, so I think they have blue, black, orange, and all that stuff, but you don't, I ordered mine off Amazon, and it didn't, I think they just ship you a random color, so I got this orange one. So if I unroll it, it's really roomy. And it's nice and soft. So I was a little worried that with something that's fleece or even like something microfiber, it would kind of scratch on your skin and feel uncomfortable. But this is very, very soft, and even against bare skin, it's very comfortable. So I've tested this out a couple times, and I've just slept in this by itself a few times in my apartment with all the windows open. because I'm a nerd, and it was really comfortable. It has a really nice zipper, so it has this little plastic guard that kind of keeps the two sides together and prevents the fabric from getting zipped in. So you can do that from the outside or the inside. There's another zipper on the inside. So it unzips very, very easily. And again, this unzips all the way, so if you want to use it like a blanket, you could. So I'll unzip it all the way. So I just get inside this, zip it up, and then I'll get inside my sleeping bag, and that keeps me much, much warmer than just sleeping in the sleeping bag by itself. So if it dipped into the mid 30s or even low 40s, I'm sure that I'd be very, very comfortable with this setup. So that's kind of my sleeping bag and liner type thing. And then lastly, I have a Therm-A-Rest pillow that I just recently got. This is the medium size, so there is a small, medium, and large, and I think an extra large, which is about the size of a regular pillow. My boyfriend has a small, and that's definitely really comfy, but I kind of wanted to try the medium because I like a little more fluff. So I picked this, and it rolls into itself, so it gets about this big when you pack it up. And then it has a little pull tie over here that you can open, and then you just roll out the pillow. And when you first take it out, it's going to feel really, really limp, and then you'll be like, why did I buy this pillow? It's so flat. But if you just give it a few minutes, it will fluff up and just help it along. So probably for the purposes of this video, I won't have it completely puffed up to capacity, but this is about what it is right when I take it out, and it's probably going to get about maybe twice as firm as this right now. So just for comparison, this is what it looks like near my sleeping bag. And the inside is kind of, it feels like it's little, almost like an egg crate material, but loose. So it feels kind of lumpy, but when you lay your head on it, it's actually very, very comfortable. And it kept me nice and cool. So it didn't feel like it was too hot or too cold. So yeah, that's my sleeping setup. I was really comfortable with it, so I'm happy and excited to take it on my trip soon. But if anyone has any further questions, let me know. Thanks.